Alright, what's up, guys? I'm just going to do a quick trade recap of the trade I took today. I don't know why it's not letting me do it on the replay mode. It doesn't go back that far for whatever reason. So, real quick, coming into today, obviously the last few days, well, a few weeks, we've been extremely bullish. But recently, the last several days, we're in earnings season, and earnings have been extremely strong, extremely strong. So that's what's led the last 2 days in particular to the nice push that we've gotten. So coming into today, I was kind of looking for longs. I just wasn't really sure where I was gonna look for them at. So whenever that's the case, I always wait for the 30-minute orb to be put in, which I did. So let's go over it. As you can see, we come in today and we start to sell off right away, which I don't mind that, because usually when the market first opens, unless it's just going to be a straight trend day, we will open up to the opposite side that we will end up getting a push to. So as you see here, we come down, and once our 30-minute orb is put in, that's right here. I scalped a quick long right here, but I'm not going to go over it just because there's really nothing to it. It was just a quick long on momentum. But as you can see, our 30-minute orb's put in here, and we have a low here, higher low, higher low. As we come up and we reclaim trade line here, this big wick and reclaim of trade line and VWAP, that's what I wanted to see for the long entry. So we wick below here, reclaim trade line and VWAP. I got long. Now it did chop. I was able to get one profit off right up into here, but it did chop around quite a bit in here for what I like. But we ended up getting that push, and as trade line caught up, it ended up shooting us higher up into these London highs. So I ended up taking profit into this previous high right here. Then I took another one off into this previous high, this local high right here where we opened up the session at. And then I held a runner up here into London highs. I ended up getting like 13 points. But I'm also going to go over a couple of trades you could have looked at if you didn't catch this long. And that this is using the 30-minute orb in the initial balance that I also track. One play that you'll hear me reference if you follow my trading more and more is like a failed auction type of play, which is if we break above or below an orb high or initial balance high or low, and we can't sustain trade above that level. And I'll show you right here. This is a chart of NQ over here. This is our chart of MES over here. And so I have both of these up at the same time. When I'm trading, I have it up exactly side by side like this. This is our initial balance high, which is the first hour of trading, the high and low of the first hour in trading. I track that along with the first 30 minutes of trading, which is our orb high and low. So you see we push up above our initial balance high. We can't sustain trade above it. This was the long I took. We cannot sustain trade above it. We come down. We make a lower high right below our initial balance. We make that lower high, reject our initial balance high. It just didn't. The orb high and the initial balance high over here on ES were the same level, and they weren't the same over here on NQ, so that's why I have them both side to side. But as you see, we reject it. and we roll over to the other side of the range. So that's one trade you could have taken if you didn't catch the initial long. Another one, you could have taken it on either instrument. Another trade you could have taken is, as you see, we push down here below our orb low, bounce back up into it. This yellow line right here is our 30-minute orb low. We reject it. This is the other trade you could have taken. Your entry is on the break of this low right here. Your entry would have been there. You would have put your stop above this high. I like to look for about a 5 to 7.5 point stop on MES or a 25 to 30 point stop on MNQ. There's about your 5 to 7.5 point stop. And you target these lows, taking profit along the way. So that is the other trade. I didn't catch that trade, but using this system, just marking out your orb low and high, knowing the initial balance high, looking at the failed auctions, or if we can sustain those auctions. Those are three valid trade ideas that I saw set up today. Like I said, I didn't take the two shorts, but I did take the long. So again, I just use the orb to help me break up the market into segments and make it more manageable of what I'm looking at. And those segments also give me areas around which I can clearly limit my risk. And if you know, the name of the game of trading is risk management. Until I really started to focus on that, my trading was all over the place. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the quick recap. I may make a series a little more in depth on my trading strategy, exactly what I'm looking for, all the levels I track, what a failed upside auction is, all those types of things. But yeah, this was a quick trade recap. I trade live daily on YouTube. Also, my buddy Jay created a free Discord, 100% free. There's people in there posting trades, all supporting each other, working towards the same goal. It's 100% free Discord. I will leave the link in my description. Also, if you use prop firms, use code JWAY. I'll also leave that link in my description as well. It'll get you all the best discounts around the prop firms in the industry. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.